Okay, so hello everyone. This is a special Coffee School edition where I'm sitting not in my living room or in my bedroom, actually out and about just to make a certain change the start of the day, and then after that of course there will be some business awaiting me today in my this copy school. I'm going to show you one copy which is a very short one. This short copy just has one line. It just has actually one sentence, and a poignant, a very interesting, a very challenging, a very appealing and attractive copy. So all these can be said about this. Just one sentence, which doesn't have a dot, but it's actually one line which carries all the importance of this brand. This is a huge brand. It has. You're going to find that out because I didn't do much research about the background of this brand, and I didn't know that they were German brand. That they were a German brand. So what I'm going to tell you, it's a German brand. I actually wanted to do it last time, but unfortunately there were some connection problems. This time I'm managing differently. A German brand which is in business for more than 100 years, and I'm going to show you a campaign which reached an international audience. An international audience which I think they actually had this audience already, but they wanted to maybe intensify, wanted to make it clear to everyone what they stand for. And travel is, of course, one of these things. Of course, in the world of travel, we had campaigns and advertisements, advertising campaigns, which featured a lot of personalities, persons from sports, and this brand actually belongs to a luxury brand. Maybe it was acquired, I'm not sure, but as I said, I didn't research it very well, and we are going to read it. We're going to look at it together. So this is going to be a spontaneous session where we're going to find this out together. But of course, I know this one line almost by heart because it's just really a short one. And this brand is a luggage brand. So first, it's this copy can be found. This is the first time that I've heard about them in this magazine by Monocle. And Monocle is a magazine which I highly recommend you to read because it really is a tremendously good magazine visually and textually too. Of course, it's also an international magazine with which you can travel along with this magazine. So I'm going to show you first maybe the visuals of this brand. I'm going to show you the name of the brand, but not the line. So you're going to see how it visually looks like in print, and who is behind. One of the faces behind this brand is a sports person. First of all, before I dive in, let me just greet you all. And before everything, if you like this session, if you like this copy school, this analysis of this copy, you can of course subscribe to my Patreon channel, where I post every week actually, almost 3 or 4 days continuously since January. So newsletters that you could actually read on LinkedIn, they've all moved to Patreon. There are paid members and there are free members, so you can actually decide where you want to be, which side you're going to take, either paid or a free member. Free members, of course, have less access to these premium contents that I post. So I post on SEO, I post on copywriting, and I post also on LinkedIn features and more or less about LinkedIn content creation. So let's move on. I'm going to show you, as I said, the visuals of this ad. Okay, here it is. So it looks like this. So you can see it's a suitcase on wheels. It's wheels or this small wheels. The color is not important, but it actually is just a mere picture of the suitcase. So the suitcase at its focus, and no person behind or in front of it. The other page, so this ad actually has double page, two pages in this ad. So one page you've got this, and the line is underneath here. This one line is underneath, and on the other page you've got a footballer, Kylian Mbappe. So he's a footballer. I'm not sure where he plays. If somebody's watching and is into football, I think he was in Paris Saint-Germain. Maybe moved to England. I'm not sure, because French people are always very much sought in the English Premier League. Not sure where he is playing now, so you can help me out. Anyway, so what you can see on the other page is this. The main actor is, of course, the suitcase itself. And so what comes into your mind when you have this picture? If you are a copywriter and you are presented with this picture, what would you put? Just one sentence underneath that would highlight or tell something about this product. Just to remind you, so this is an international ad. It was an international campaign. I think it started in 2018. German brand, Luggage. And so what could be, what would you write here underneath? Just one line, one sentence, which would be featured everywhere. Whatever you see, you would see this line. And this line, I'm not sure you're going to find out. I mean, I didn't know who has written this line, but I just liked it. And when I researched this just 20 minutes ago, I saw, actually, I think that Patti Smith stands behind this, not just the line itself, but maybe the text that you're going to hear. When you have time, you can look at the video, which lasts about a minute, about this luggage, where all the international faces, international stars, not just Kylian Mbappe, but also Roger Federer, and activists also play in this ad. They do not say anything, but you're going to hear a text read out. And the author of this text is, if I'm right, so Patti Smith. And of course, the line itself is her credit, or we can credit her. Okay, so it's always a good exercise to have the visuals first. So of course, if you have a brief, and if you are just beginning to work on the copy, ask maybe the other people who are in this process already, who want to produce a copy and want to produce an ad, if they already have the visuals, to give you the visuals. And picture can, of course, instill, it can trigger words, it can trigger emotions, it can trigger a vibe and a state. You can then maybe transport all that into this copy, into this text. So on seeing, of course, I've seen the line, so I'm somewhat influenced by it. But when I see just a suitcase, and rolling, of course, rolling stone, boulders. My idea was maybe was the copy rings all the time in my head, so I cannot move away from it because I've seen it. What could you put inside this piece of luggage? What could you put into a suitcase? I could put my whole life in this suitcase. Can you? Can you? Let's say it could be the copy. For example, if you were to if you were to escape somewhere swiftly, quickly, what would you take with yourself? Or maybe the line like, if asked, I could put everything that I find dear into this one suitcase, and I wouldn't, I wouldn't miss anything at all because everything sits well here in this piece of suitcase, in this suitcase, let's say. So, but this is just roughly. And okay, I'm going to uncover. Let's uncover words with UN, which begin with UN, are very AI words. So you may have known this, may have heard about this. So let's reveal better. Let's reveal actually the line itself. So it says, no one builds a legacy by standing still. No one builds a legacy by standing still. Um, every word. So the first one begins with an N, and second one Nobal. It's like noblesse, noblesse obliges, something like that. So it begins with N and O and B. Somehow, when this is something that spontaneously came out to my head. So you got NOB, and it instinctively brings to mind this noblesse obliges, noblesse obliges, something like that. So being rich has a certain kind of burden, richness or wealth. Wealth carries a burden, this burden here, that you can put here in this suitcase. So no one builds a legacy by standing still. And now let's look at this line. And when I put this line into Google, I wanted to find results, whether it would turn out with the name of the brand. So let's look at some of the results it brought. So now, okay. So now you see, put Google here. You can see no one builds a legacy by standing still. And here are the results for in the top 10 by Google. You've got first is Instagram, which is the first result is Instagram, which is a very strange. It's the account, I think, and it's not the account of this brand. Then we've got in second place Medium, medium.com article. Medium has a very high domain authority, and it's a good place to start writing. And this is something that you're going to learn in my workshop, 25th of April at 5 o'clock. So I also will be inviting you in the next few days to learn about platforms where you can put your own posts or put your writing and be successful at being found. So it's very interesting that if I just put, so if I really put this this line, no one builds a legacy by something, and then I had number 1 and 2. Number 2 is the Medium find, and then Goodreads, and just then we've got the account of the brand, which is which is the next account, so an ex-Twitter account. And after that, we've got Vimeo's video, where you see Roger Federer's face. And then afterwards, I clicked on a Medium. I clicked on result number 2, and afterwards at forum.com, where you can find the story to this brand, to this line too. So it celebrates 120 years of never being still. This brand is 120 years old plus 5 years because this was done in 2018. And here are the stars. And the executive creative director also talks about the shooting of the video. And now the text itself is interesting because within one minute you are going to hear a text, which of course I cannot now play because it's fairly loud here in this cafe. So the idea will hopefully be an inspiration for people beyond travel and make them think where to go next in their lives, says the CEO of this creative brand director. And when I get back, so when I return, I think I saw, where did I see Patti Smith? I saw her somewhere here. Never Still. I'm not sure where actually, somewhere under 20 years. Under 20 years. And I clicked actually add text. I also added, so the line, no one builds a legacy by standing still, the name of the brand, and I added add text. And the first result is actually Patti Smith wrote a poem about travel for this stylish luggage ad. Sorry. The article was written in 2021, and it says, so punk priestess Patti Smith serves as a brand poet for Rimona Luggage, versifying about the transcendent lure of travel in ads with kindred spirits LeBron James, Rihanna, and Roger Federer. The all four A-listers appear in this anthem film, and she recites her poem Never Still, composed expressly for the campaign. So it's her poem, which is carrying almost the whole load, whole burden, whole everything of this campaign. She says it's from her writing. Travel is its own book. Images we have captured in film, in memory, form its leaves, that when turned reveal a story of a life. We long to add new pages. We long to explore. But this is of course just a short, not a version, but a short part of it, because this whole video is 1 minute long, which features this luggage. So it's notable that this luggage brand and creative partner put Patti at the center of the campaign, and her participation has generated considerable attention. She's in basically every media headline, upstaging him mega famous co-stars for the most part. Patti is the one voice with the authenticity and gravitas to truly bridge that gap and help us usher in the next chapter of travel. She embodies the seasonal spirit in all of us. Travel has always shaped her work and her perspective. She's seen it all, everywhere, and yet she still has this relentless hunger to experience more, to create more. This is very nicely put here. So, not just is she the author of this line, she is also the embodiment of this travel. So I think no one better could have been behind this, the idea, the concept, and all that, for this luggage brand. So now you've got it. The German luxury brand, which is under the brand of Louis Vuitton, the Louis Vuitton Corporation, LMVH company. And this whole idea, this whole concept was then devised by Patti Smith. The visuals, you've seen the visuals, and you've seen the line too. So the line was, once again, No one builds a legacy by standing still. And this, of course, if you travel with a either with a purpose or without a purpose. Travel is something that you can enjoy. Travel is something that transforms you, and it can also make a better person out of you when you reach your travel destination, and when you get back, you will feel totally different again in your surrounding, which is your natural surrounding. You will be much transformed and much more molded than ever. So an interesting ad, an interesting campaign which you can find. One of the best ads and best copies you can find in a magazine like Monocle. And once again, Rimova and this wonderful one-liner: "No one builds a legacy by standing still." This is for today. Um, if you like this video, press a like or support. You can, of course, subscribe to my Patreon channel. And the 21st, 5th of April, I'm going to host a workshop, a minimum of 90 minutes. I'm going to put it in my comments, in the comment section. And if you would like to be part of it, would you like to participate and benefit from it, of course, we're going to write, I'm going to show you actually how to write an SEO blog post. I'm going to show you some templates, and I'm going to show you which platforms to use. One of these you've seen, medium.com, where you can post your blog content, and drive visits to your website, and enhance actually, or have more visitors to your website than usual. So thank you for watching. Have a nice Friday. I'll see you then on Sunday with maybe a creation edition of Georgi Gospodinov and his work, majestic work, Bulgarian literature, and reading out of his book translated in 2022, I think. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day.